Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah. Call Haloyim Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Harakah Kodash for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwaf that's keeping the faith in the works. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1 and verse 9. It says, "The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun." All right. Looking at this article in RT News, where it's saying that Kyiv explains Russian literature ban. So they're banning Russian literature in the Ukraine. And that has happened before several times. China did it in the past. And the most recent that I can think of were the Nazis. Hitler's Germany. Burning books, burning literature that expresses the truth about history from different aspects. And the truth about modern day times, which is kind of leading me to what the daughter of Babylon is trying to do with critical race theory, right? So, script says no new thing under the sun. It happened before, and it happened again, right? The Nazis did it before, and look who doing it now. All right, so let's read this article. It said it is too difficult for Ukrainian students. The country's deputy education minister says Kyiv is set to flush Russian literature out of education programs as it has been deemed too difficult and overall unfit for the Ukrainian students. Ukrainian Deputy Education and Science Minister Andrei Vitrenko provided the rationale behind the move on Monday as he spoke to the Ukraine 24 TV channel. "Personally, I think that everything that somehow connects us with the Russian Empire should be thrown out. But that's the truth of their history, right? This devil loves trying to hide the truth, right? Let me see. Salat, 1 second. Let me go to. Let me see. Sirach 20. Right. Sirach chapter 20 and verse. I'll start at 24. It says, "A lie is a foul blot in a man, yet it is continually in the mouth of the untaught. A thief is better than a man that is accustomed to lie, but they both shall have destruction to heritage." All right? This devil loves to lie, man. Loves to lie, loves to steal, loves to rape, rob, and murder. All right? But it says, "All works in which there is some mythical power of Russian weaponry, all this should be thrown out. Everything related to, as they say, the suffering of the Russian soul should be thrown out. Such difficult works for Ukrainians in general, we don't need them," Vitrenko stated. All right, so they're trying to create a new narrative. All right, it says last week a ministerial work group held a meeting to debate changes to the country's school programs. The official confirmed the changes will affect not only foreign literature, but also history and the so-called patriotic education as well. This sounds so much like World War II, right? And then these people are saying that this war could go on for years, months to years. Those are the different headlines that I keep reading, right? This war could go on for months to years, right? It says the work group has provided the ministry with its proposals, and now the body said, adding that a new foreign literature program was expected to be adopted ahead of the new academic year. So a whole new story, right? A whole new story. Because notice what it said, but also history and the so-called patriotic education as well. So they're about to switch up the story about Ukraine in itself. Like they want to detach themselves from the USSR, which is really their history. That's the history of Ukraine, right? It says while the exact changes to school programs have not been officially announced yet, local media outlets reported that the education ministry is set to purge a vast number of Russian authors. Alexander Pushkin, Fyodor, so forth and so on. Only Russian authors that Kyiv deems to be Ukrainian are reportedly expected to be kept in the curriculum. Says so far, Ukrainian officials have only confirmed that the world-famous novel War and Peace by Tolstoy, which chronicles Napoleon's invasion of Russia in 1812, will be dropped. Speaking to the country's media earlier this month, Vlchenko explained that the novel glorified the Russian military, which was deemed unacceptable. But it's actual history. So this also is a testament to how this devil get down when it comes to telling the real story of history, right? When it comes to telling the real story of history, this devil, let me go to the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 44 says, "Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it." Right? That devil loves speaking lies, man. Loves speaking lies. How you gonna rewrite whole history? Right? How you gonna blatantly do it now in a time where the people of the world are questioning the truth of history, right? This how much respect these people got towards the minds of the people in the world today. They know you're not gonna read nothing. They know you're not gonna look nothing up, so they can tell you whatever it is they want to tell you, and you're gonna believe it, right? With the exception of who the Most High placed His Spirit upon to really see what's really going on, right? Or who the Most High opened up the eyes to. And I'm specifically speaking to Yasharala, you so-called black, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans, and all our brethren around the world, all of so-called Negro descent. But Yahweh has also opened up the eyes of the heathens and allowed them to see some form of the truth of who their leaders are, right? And those individuals are now beginning to hate this place, right? For the lies. They love their world. Don't get it twisted. I'm just speaking about the lying aspect of their world. They hating that, right? But those of us that are operating in the spirit of holiness and righteousness to the best of our ability, we hate this whole society because we understand this ain't ours. We living underneath somebody else, right? But let me read on. It says, "Such things will not be studied in Ukraine. Everything that glorifies the orc troops will disappear from the program of foreign literature," Vitrenko explained, referring to Russians as orcs, a derogatory, dehumanizing term that originated as the name for the villain race in J.R.R. Tolkien's fantasy novel, The Lord of the Rings. That sounds just like the Nazis. That sounds just like war. That sounds just like the German Nazis, man. You putting a derogatory name on a race of people, right? You're destroying books to cover up history. You're creating a whole new narrative for history, right? Scripture says there's no new thing under the sun. Same old devil, man. Same old devil, right? And they real deal hiding how they really feel by placing the blame everywhere. And if you notice, the leader of the daughter of Babylon doing the same thing. Anytime somebody asks them about, gas prices or the price of everything, they blaming somebody else. It's Russia fault. It's Russia and Ukraine war. That's their fault. Or it's China fault. You know what I'm saying? It's this person's fault. It's that person. No, bro. It's you. Right? So let me go to let me see. Go to Proverbs 26 and 24. It says, he that hateth dissembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within him. When he speaketh fair, believe him not. For there are 7 abominations in his heart, whose hatred is covered by deceit. His wickedness shall be shewed before the whole congregation. Right? Now, the congregation is us, but, this is speaking I'm also using this in general. Let me say that, right? Because scripture is a two-edged sword, right? This devil's hatred is covered by deceit. Always using democracy, or, what's right and what's wrong. But according to who? Right? According to who? Keep talking about how people treating their people, but look at how you treat your people, right? And I can almost guarantee it's the same thing that's over there, you know what I'm saying, with Russia and Ukraine, the same thing. But we only get one side of the narrative because of who's in charge. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, if not wherein who is he? Right? So I said I read this and it just reminded me of things that happened in the past, which is what took me to the book of Ecclesiastes. There is no new thing under the sun. And just like that was attached to a world war, this is as well. Yahweh Shemel Shah Ratazah. That war gonna pop off full blown soon. Boots on ground, you know what I'm saying? Because when that happens, that means we out of here. Right? When the bombs go to flying, that means we out of here. All right, so I leave it at that. With that, Yahweh Shemel Shah Ratazah, these precepts in this video were edifying. Call Halor Yim Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Harakah Kodash. Shalom Yashalom.